Hey everybody, I'm C.
I'm Kari.
And we are
The Innovative Wives,
a lesbian, married, polyamorous couple. And today we are going to be giving y'all story time and kind of like some tips to avoid the horrors of dating in the queer and polyamorous scene today.
So we're going to tell y'all from our personal experiences the things to watch out for. Starting with our worst horror story. So it started on Tinder. Tinder didn't really have like poly dating options.
Unfortunately. So kind of put us in a trap almost. Like, first of all, to begin there, that was a trap. So
baby and I were like, okay, well, we're just gonna dip our toe out there, and how we're gonna do it is, you can go communicate on there with someone. I'm gonna communicate with someone. And if we find someone that we want to bring back to each other, then that'll be a mutual thing that we agree on.
Right. So it was a quick like, okay, got it. We're gonna go, and we ended up meeting this girl. She was not in the States. She was in the UK, that's the T. She was in the UK. I don't know what it was about. I don't know. But she was out of the States. So it was like already a long distance situation. So we FaceTimed a lot. We texted a lot. We even made a group chat. And we ended up collaborating all our feelings and everything together. So that was, a good step. However, early, this was early in our relationship. So before we had our boundaries and things set, this was the experiment. So we had separate conversations with her, even in our group chat. So there was 3 different places that we were connecting with this woman.
Yeah.
Somehow she got the idea that I was her person. Like, I was her person, even though we were representing a union.
But guys, the gag is she already was in a relationship with someone else. So it's like, how do you figure that?
And on her profile, it had nothing on there that stated she was in a relationship, that she had a partner, a girlfriend, anything like that. Long story short, that was crazy. That was actually insane, because one, how can you just figure that you're gonna text somebody as a partner and just bring them into yours, move me into a whole new lifestyle? Girl, no.
Right.
No,
it's just like the thought is crazy, and to even try that is crazy. But
we thought she was good for our dynamic.
Yeah.
We thought she was very inclusive and she respected the unionship, but that was obviously not the case. Yeah, learn something from the story. Don't let nothing fly. If you see something a little off, or you didn't get to knowing it beforehand, don't let it just skate by, because we never know.
And watch out for like if there are extra partners that you may not know about, because it's not communicated in the bio.
Because it could have been a deal breaker to us.
Right.
And then what? We just connected for weeks, and then we just find out that you have a partner, and she just okay with it. What if we're not okay with that? Anyway, for anybody that would have seen that differently, it probably would have turned out differently. So that's what I wish, but we can laugh at it now, because in our dynamic today, we would never, especially with dating apps, if you have a partner, I should see your partner on your profile. If you aren't really an inclusive person, you're not really, giving more selfish and ready to give into a poly dynamic, we'll see.
We need to be able to indicate
we'll
that.
be able to indicate that.
Okay.
That's what interest bubbles. Okay, don't ignore that. It's there for a reason, bro.
But there's a good side to online dating.
Yeah.
Because my wife and I, like she said, we've been together for 5 years and we are married. And the love story was actually good. It wasn't horrific. It wasn't horrific. So there is still hope on the other side, I promise. If you think that there's nobody out there for you, there is. You just gotta be able to swift through those red flags. When I saw her profile, I thought that we were going to be friends. I didn't have intention on us being a married couple 5 years later.
I know nobody thinks that. I didn't think that. But then we found out we were both Leos, so it was like, whoa, red flag. That is a red flag.
That was
what? Like, in a way, it's like, okay, you're me almost. So we should be able to connect almost perfectly when we are having good days. But if the days are bad, we might have to do some self-reflection.
But it worked out. The only thing that I would say now that is different from like the days that we were on Tinder and as we grew more into our polyamorous lifestyle is that there's more options on dating apps, like specifically on apps like Taimi. You can actually put what your interests are. You can put what your sexuality is specifically.
Yeah, your relationship dynamic at that, because on Tinder we couldn't have a couple account or joint account. So that was a part of the red flag, because we didn't even know that the person we were pursuing had another partner. So that's a T. But now, especially on these type of apps, like they allow integration in a way, and like a new form of showing up in relationship dynamics. So there's no surprises for real.
Yeah.
Like you get to see who they're connected with, because Taimi lets you add your partner to your account.
Yes.
They let you add your partner account to your account. So when someone swipes on you, they can go into your information and see what you are bringing to the table.
You got the linked account right there. Like there's no surprises. Even if you were to put pictures, even if you were to say you're in a relationship, you can represent that you are a polyamorous person. You can represent that you are a bisexual person or transgender person. You don't have to worry about guessing if this person is going to be interested in you because of your sexuality, or having to, have any insecurity in that area either while dating.
Yeah, because it's not like just like an Instagram profile. You have your bio and pictures to tell a story. You can have pictures, a bio, prompts, interests, tabs, all type of things that tell a story. And like people who actually take advantage of that on platforms are usually the people that have more of a capacity to form a relationship with you online, or through like a lot more communication through the phone and all type of things like that. Like, don't set yourself up for a trap. Take advantage of the information that people are already willing to share up front that does tell you a lot about a person, like red flags.
And don't be shy to represent yourself.
Understand that showing up as a full package, like we say all the time, is number one to protecting yourself when finding these new foreign relationship types, because some people still would rather the old casual way of forming things. But when you are choosing an alternative route, just make sure you pay attention to what people are providing, what they are sharing, and also who you are when you are sharing and providing as well.
So although it may seem like looking through dating apps is like sorting through a bag of trash, it's also worth a while, because we found our one.
Yeah, like you did have to, sort through a couple of bad choices, little terrible options, absolute no's. Through that journey, we did find that diamond in the rough almost. And I would say I would never regret the day that I got bored and I'm like, let me make an account and let me just see what I can find, honestly. So the journey is not stopping, and now we're polyamorous. So we are still finding our one in this little trash bag of queer dating, because the community is so small. Like, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't want everybody who's been with everybody.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
We go through the same thing. We go through the same thing. So trust us. When we leave y'all with these tips, y'all remember them while you're
taking
dating.
them. These are tips that we follow through experience. So don't forget. But we're still finding our one, and we're finding them on platforms like Taimi, because we can avoid the horror story.
And we can present as ourselves.
Yes, so polyamorous, queer, and even throuple based. We can put those type of things out there, so we only attract what we want, and it makes it so much easier. So 2025, going to 2026, less horror stories and more, happy endings. Wives out. Thank you guys.